Don't lie. Celebrity feuds are fun to follow. There's something about watching two famous people go at it on Twitter that we just can't look away from. Wondery's new podcast, Dis and Tell, is hosted by comedians Matt Belisai and Sydney Battle. In each episode, they unpack one of pop culture's most iconic celebrity feuds and what our obsession with them says about us. The first season is packed with some pretty sloppy pop culture drama, like the bizarre feud between Azealia Banks and Grimes and Elon Musk. Azealia is no stranger to conflict, but this one brought on an SEC investigation, multiple subpoenas, phones were confiscated, it was a mess. Plus, they look at the infamous Oscar slap. The slap represented a lot of things to a lot of people, but when you dive into the history of these two men, you'll find that they've always sort of been in each other's orbit. How did Chris manage to get so deep under Will's skin? You've already seen the headlines. Now you'll get the whole story. Follow Dis and Tell wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen ad-free on the Amazon Music or Wondery app.
A listener note, this episode contains adult language. Matt, I'm excited because you seem excited. And so I get happy when I see other people happy. You feel it. It feels like you're excited to tell me this story.
I am. You're a real empath that you're picking that up from 3,000 miles away. Mm-hmm. But today it's juicy. So I hope you're strapped in and ready.
As I'll ever be.
In 2018, Claire Boucher is very popular, but you may know her more as the musician Grimes. She's got kind of a quirky look and this artsy stage persona, and it's often giving fantasy, horror, sci-fi vibes. Like, you know this kind of girl, Sydney, right?
I can picture them at the back of the home ec class.
She has the Wreck This journal open in front of her, and she's spilling iced coffee on it and burning the edges with a lighter. Like, we all know this girl. And Grimes is that girl all grown up, and now she's made it big. She seems aware of a lot of social injustices, and she considers herself an anti-imperialist. She puts it in her Twitter bio. That's how passionate she is. She also tells Rolling Stone that it's common for male music producers to demand sex in exchange for finishing her songs.
Oh, no.
So she's really not afraid to call out the patriarchy, call out the powers that be, say what's on her mind.
I love to see a Tumblr girly winning.
She's representing all of us who were nerds on the internet in the early 2010s. But then it was time for the annual Met Gala, and Grimes was going to use this occasion to debut not just a new outfit, but a new relationship. Grimes appears in this lacy black dress with these huge black platform boots. She looks very Hot Topic, very emo girl goes to prom. But it's not her terrible choice of fashion that leaves her fans shook. No, it is her date. Because she arrived with none other than the world's richest and most controversial man, Elon Musk.
Oh, no.
And many of her fans, including myself, were immediately disgusted.
I think it's safe to say this is one of the few times you can speak for everyone.
Okay. But Grimes's cred kind of suffers because of this. Like, she's supposed to be the anti-imperialist, and here she arrives with one of the world's biggest industry titans. So immediately, Grimes needs to repair her image with her fans so she can show them that she could still be the edgy indie darling that they saw her as.
Yeah.
And that opportunity soon presents itself in the form of a collaboration with the controversial rapper Azealia Banks.
One of my problematic faves.
What started as a high potential collaboration between these two beloved artists quickly became one of the messiest pop culture feuds ever. It's a David and Goliath story where Goliath makes weed jokes and David just can't stop calling people names on Twitter. Azealia tries to take on the most powerful people in the world, but it's a story that will have us wondering if the uber wealthy can ever really lose in any meaningful sense, or if anyone who tries to take them on will just be a body left in their wake. From Wondery, I'm Matt Belisai.
And I'm Sydney Battle.
And this is Dis and Tell.
You act so sweet, but you ain't innocent. Trying to bring me down, but I ain't listening. Talk behind my back, acting two-faced. Come a little closer, I'ma hit you with some real shade. Touché.
Okay, Sydney, have you ever found yourself caught in the middle of a three-way beef?
Does arguing with my family count?
Yes.
Then yeah. What about you?
I like to take on my enemies one at a time.
Ooh.
But, you can't always predict who's going to team up against you. Because picture this, okay? We've got Grimes on one side with her sort of extraterrestrial, above the fray vibe, and Azalea, who basically has a PhD in celebrity feuding. Both of them, very strong people, and they hope to rely on one another to get further in this male-dominated industry. But it goes south so quickly, and it escalates even further when Elon Musk decides to jump in and stir the pot.
Ugh.
And it is a higher stakes feud than most, okay? There's an SEC investigation, multiple subpoenas, phones are getting confiscated. Mess.
This just reminds me of that tweet that's like, think about the messiest bitch you know. It's a man, ain't it?
Exactly.
And it's just so true.
And what's particularly interesting is how this feud unfolds mainly online. Like, these three barely see each other in person, but they use every tool of social media to escalate the drama between them.
I'm excited to see what happens.
This feud is biblical in proportions. Let's get into it. This is Azealia Banks, Grimes, and Elon Musk.